Okay, my mic was working now. Uh, okay, that's frozen for some reason. Okay, now there we go. Yeah, man, what is up with this webcam? Okay, so I have fail on both sides of me. Wait, this one's a little misaligned. That that's it though. Look what I did. I've been working on this. Whoops. Ayo. Now I can work on my thing. I wonder if. Okay. Let's see if I can get that to work. For some reason, it wasn't working earlier. Imagine if someone comes to the stream right now, and it's just me, my lap. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, I know the lighting isn't like the same. This webcam is kind of bad. I'm using my phone for this. I'm using this app. I think it's called, yeah, it's called Jorycam. So now I can continue working on my phone. And now I need to actually, well, oh God. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna look for a tutorial video. There's me. Okay, there we go. Or you know what? I think you guys will like this. Why is it? There we go. Uh, oh, okay. Gotta look for the tutorial video. Oh God. Okay. So I'm sorry if you don't find this live. It's just that some I'm having an issue with a sketchy person right now. It might work. Okay. I wanted to stream it earlier, but I was chatting with this person. Uh, the thing is, the last time I was streaming, my account got suspended. Well, I was streaming on Twitch and my account got suspended. And where is it? Where's my post? Let's see if it shows up here. Okay, here. Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was a good idea to use this as my freaking uh I why did I think this was a good idea, especially on Twitch? like I get that. I mean, I understand that why like the bot would think that. Like, I'm pretty sure it was a bot that suspended me. Though I feel like it was one of the people that followed me. Yes, when I posted on Twitter that I was streaming. I feel like they're scammers, and maybe one of them reported me. In that case, I'm not posting on Twitter that I'm streaming right now. So yeah, I don't want them to report me again. Let me find a tutorial. Okay. All right. So I think I still need to get something off of this. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's this thing that I need to remove. Hmm. I think it's. Hmm. The thumbnail still has black bars. Oh, where? It's over here. Ah, my leg. Okay, got a few things there. Here's the replacement. I feel like I'm missing something. Hmm. That would look kind of weird. No. Where's my Droid cam? It's my phone. That's a little weird. It doesn't look like it's here. Okay, there. Get rid of this sus looking drink. So, the last time I was streaming, the battery went kaput. It was releasing toxic fumes, so I had to get it, quarantine it outside. Here's the replacement battery. No. Also got a case for the phone because the last owner did not have a case on it. I'll have a screen protector too. It's around here somewhere. Okay, I want to see if that is so weird. Keep forgetting. There we go. Gotta name that to something more rememberable. By the way, the guy with the glasses, not actually Ozzy Osbourne. I'll show you guys someday who he is. Not right now because I'm kind of in a hurry. I want to finish this tonight if it's possible. Okay. Can this go through? Hold on. Okay. How does this connect?
Port cable as well. Plug that into the charging port, plug that screen cable into the board, plug in the battery, and then plug in the power button and power on the phone to test to make sure that that screen is working. And it looks like the screen and power on the phone.
Okay, so I believe I have to put this on here somehow. Okay, now I see what else I need to replace. Switch from here to here. Oh God. Anyway, put that over there for now. Oops. How do you remove this? Man, I don't, wait. Gotta look for a tutorial that where you can replace it with the frame, not just the screen. Because I have no idea how to remove that thing.
This is the Samsung Galaxy A13 5G. This is Emily. If you want to see more videos, Dimensity 700, connect the rest of the cables.
I am not taking
On top, there's a 2 megapixel depth camera, followed by the 50 megapixel main camera, and the 2 megapixel macro camera. The camera connectors can be disconnected by just popping them off. None of the camera.
Okay, not taking them off.
And there's graphite tape and a thermal pad on the back shield. Once the graphite tape is peeled back, there's more thermal paste on the processor. Here's a better look at the MediaTek Dimensity 700 5G processor. and there are rubber gaskets on the other side. Flex cable for the screen
Gaskets. What is this?
from the main board. You would also have to disconnect the flex cable from the subboard, which is attached to the screen, and the microphone, and the headphone jack. On the other side of the subboard, on the frame, there's more rubber gaskets. On the other side of the headphone jack, charger port, and speaker assembly. The speaker itself is held on with adhesive, as well as the vibrator motor are both held on with adhesive as well, and you could remove those by heating them up and prying them off.
Wait, what?
Heating them up and prying them off. Held on with adhesive as well, and you could remove those by heating them up and the vibrator motor are you could just gently pry it off. The volume keys is located here and it's held on with adhesive. The flex cable for the volume keys is located here and it's held on with adhesive, so if you need to replace that, you could just gently pry it off. The top earpiece speaker as well as the vibrator motor are both held on with adhesive as well. The top earpiece speaker as well as the vibrator.
Wait. What? Okay. uh. Okay, but do I have to glue them on? Is that what I have to do? I am so confused. I know first I had to see if the thing actually works. There we go. Now, wait, gotta put the battery down first. Okay. Put this first. May 1st. May 1st burst. May 1st thirst. Philip Burnell. Please don't go flying everywhere. That's all of them. This is making me kind of tense. Okay. Okay, turns on. It looks like the screen works. I'm sorry, I can't really show it off. Everything's loose. Looks like it works fine. Yeah, it seems to work just fine. Yeah. Crap. Please turn off. No way. I need the password? Come on. What is up with my... Can I just disconnect it from the battery? What's up with, this thing? There we go. I could see it glowing. I feel like I don't just want to disconnect it. I wonder if... Give me a second. Oh, I have to... Okay.
Motor are both held on with adhesive as well, and you could remove those by heating them up and prying them off. This phone has an aluminum mid-frame which is covered in plastic, so the silver parts are in aluminum, and the black parts are plastic. For the repairability score, I give this phone a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to put the phone back together.
Oh, but
The phone back together.
Glue. Okay. I gotta open up a window. Give me a sec. gonna put down some real good music. My mic was off, damn it! turn on the freaking mic this time. Let me try this back in. It's kind of creepy. Can I fix this first?
Hello everyone, we've gotten a few new images about the next operation and update Last Stand. So Friday we'll be getting more information and I'll be covering that. However, we've got some juicy images. So as you can see in this image, you see on the reflection of Spartan Agrina's helmet, you see a few Spartans wearing new armor. So I'm guessing that Agrina's armor kit will become available either through the store, pass, or exchange or something. I don't know. Probably. So there's that, and you can see the front Spartan wearing this armor that's inspired by the Halo 4 like heavy marine armor. So you can see the helmet. It's like
What happened to me?
from Halo 4. And that's cool, getting a Halo 4 type marine. And other Halo 4 stuff that you can see is the Raider Spartan on the right of him or her. And or them.
Raider.
And yeah, they have the Raider armor, which is in Halo 4 and Halo 5. So that's a cool armor, and this armor that's inspired by the Halo 4 like heavy marine armor. So you can see the helmet. It's like from Halo 4. And that's cool, getting a Halo 4 type marine. And other Halo 4 stuff that you can see is the Raider Spartan on the right of him or her. And or them. And yeah, they have the Raider armor, which is in Halo 4 and Halo 5. So that's a cool armor, and I'm glad that it's back. And you can see on the very left a Spartan that seems to be wearing some sort of armor that's inspired by Jonah. That's what it looks like. You know, Jonah from Headhunters. So I guess it could also go good on Mirage. And then on the back, you can see some people are saying that it's like Halo 3 EVA inspired. It might be, or it might be something new, but that's what some people are saying. So yeah, these armors, I believe, will be part of the Battle Pass, which will be 50 tiers again.
Not sure who this guy is. Oh, it's paid. Whatever. Is Rich live by any chance? Oh, cool.
Oh shit, it's almost 10:30. Alright, last call, man. Can we hit the membership goal? Jay and I will be doing if we do a 12-hour May 1st burst stream instead of the 8 that we were gonna do. So it'll be a full day of men talking about another man. It'll be a very meaningful, robust, and positive stream.
Oh, nobody's building.
Filled with urban garlic flavor. Thank you. A documentary on RevX.
I'm hard.
Kyle Denson donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Was watching infographics who mainly talk about politics and war. But they decided days ago to take a jab at Xbox and why it's not selling so well anymore.
Box. It kind of waters down on develop.
Oh, it makes sense. You're from New York.
Yeah, I could do basic math. We did this for times.
Okay, what should I do while I eat? I know Richard wouldn't like me mirroring this. To be honest, no one cares what Rich wants anymore. At least most people. I am a shardy cameraman.
¿Te acuerdas, Eva, cuando desfilaste?
Sí.
Qué frío estaba haciendo ese día.
Whoa, look at that tree.
Estoy en Texas. ¿Estamos en Texas? Me llevo a Texas. No, pues, hombre.
Wait, no wait, this is still playing.
Is that the bridge where Tent City
Yeah, I've heard of Penn City.
Mira, aquí va el tranvía. Oh, sí. They kicked them all out
Oh,
because of the elections that were gonna go on here. Oh! Loose.
duck your head a bit.
Wait, what?
Duck your head a bit. peeking. Can I even say that on stream?
This popcorn style review contains scenes from
Okay.
That's my word. Get up in their face. Talk. Let your nuts drag.
Alright, so. I think I still have time to finish. Actually, who knows? How much time? Who knows how much time I actually have for this? Who knows how much time I actually have? Can I fix this? Can I fix this? No, not that. No, not that. Alright, cool. Ew, don't lick your fingers. It's gross. So I got some steak. Not your typical looking steak. For some reason, you Americans like your steaks this freaking thick. I don't know if that's more expensive or not. I feel like it would be more expensive to like slice them that thin. At the very least, it's less work for you because all you have to do is separate it. Just eat it like this. Eat with your fingers. Don't be so uptight. Eat with your damn fingers. You're human.
This is the Samsung Galaxy A13 5G. This is Emily. Housing is free from the frame. It can be lifted up from the right side to the left, but be careful since the flex cable for the fingerprint reader is still attached to the main board. The metal bracket or cover needs to be removed. That flew pretty far, I'll just grab that later. And then the cable can be disconnected. The back housing is made of plastic. At this point, there are 14 Phillips screws that need to be removed. Now the top plastic cover can be removed. As well as numerous other antenna lines which are light gray color over the center of the plastic. Antenna lines are drawn over the center. The NFC antenna lines are drawn over the center of the plastic cover, as well as numerous other antenna lines which are light gray color lines. On the other side, there's a layer of graphite film which helps transfer heat. Now that we have access to the battery cable, we're going to disconnect that first. Once the battery cable is disconnected, we can proceed to disconnect the rest of the cables.
Why? Oh my god. Why does this always happen? Is it because it's overheating? There, boom.
Here's a better look at the 5 megapixel front facing camera. There's a single Phillips screw holding down the main board that needs to be removed.
I cannot get rid of these. Like disconnect them. Well, do you have to solder them on?
Now the main board can be lifted up and removed. On top, there's a 2 megapixel depth camera, followed by the 50 megapixel main camera, and the 2 megapixel macro camera. The camera connectors can be disconnected by just popping them off. None of the cameras have OIS or optical image stabilization. The LED flash is located here, and there's a secondary microphone on top. There are also rubber gaskets around the connectors. The SIM card and memory card reader is located on the back. It's peeled back. Now the bottom plastic cover covering the speaker assembly, charger port, and cover. And there are rubber gaskets on the other side covering the speaker assembly, charger port, and headphone jack. If you needed to replace your screen, you would have to remove the SIM tray and the back housing, as well as the top and bottom cover, and then you would disconnect the flex cable for the screen from the main board. You would also have to disconnect the flex cable from the subboard, which is attached to the flex cable for the screen, which connects the subboard to the main board. At that point, you'd heat up the front of the phone where the screen is to loosen up the adhesive underneath. You'd pry your old screen off, apply new adhesive, and reapply your new screen, making sure you run the flex cable for the screen and the flex cable for the subboard back to the openings in the mid-frame, and you'd reassemble your phone. Moving on, the flex cable for the subboard needs to be disconnected. Subboard, then is to remove the port, the primary microphone. Look at the other. On the frame, there's more rubber gaskets on the other side of the headphone jack, charger port, and speaker assembly. The speaker itself is held on with adhesive, so if you need to replace that, you could just... To remove the battery, there are no pull tabs provided to help us pry it off, so we're going to have to use some isopropyl alcohol and apply some around the edges of the battery and let it sit there for about 30 seconds to a minute so it eats away at the adhesive underneath, making it easier to pry it off.
Oh, okay.
Here's a better look at the 5000 mAh battery. The flex cable for the volume keys is located.
Yeah, I think I freaking broke that.
Battery. The flex cable for the volume keys is located here and it's held on with adhesive, so if you need to replace that, you can just gently pry it off. The top earpiece speaker as well as the vibrator motor are both held on with adhesive as well, and you could remove those by heating them up and...
Oh crap, do I need to heat this up again. Sí. Oh, I hate that. Why is the cord so damn loose there? Alright, let's get to work. Nope. Shut up. This thing's running out of battery. What the frick? Oh, technology. Technology. Yeah. let's get to work. Ow! Damn it. Is smoking? I don't think so. Alright. My tweezers. My tweezers are hot. Are blazing hot. Motherfricker. God. There we go. Almost. There we go. Do I need anything from here? What is that? What is this thing? Why does it bounce? I need the razor for this. Oh, it's so tight in there. That's what he said. Frick. I don't want to rip it off. From that end. Oh, I think I got it. Yep. There we go. A very nice. Hey, what's up? Oh god. Oh god. I felt like that was gonna rip. I forget what goes there. Where's the... There's the black... Oh. Oh. This already has that. What goes here? Okay, I know the speaker goes right here. I forget what this thing is. Oh crap.
prying them off. This phone has an aluminum mid-frame which is covered in plastic. And the black parts are plastic. To put the phone back together.
Oh, as a adhesive. Very nice. There we go. Unlock my door. Okay. Put this thing back on. I gotta remove that. Hey, get back there. What do you think you're doing? Go back to where you belong. Oh, dude, that was out of frame, so that sounded way out of context. Mother fricker. I don't know, man. I think Oh. Okay, I don't think it is missing anything. What happened to the... I don't understand. Why isn't it showing up? There we go. Now it's showing. Oops. There we go. Can I take this? Thank you. Oh crap, where to go? Oh well, I don't need that. Get out of there. line up. Damn it. There we go. Now this thing. There we go. Nice and lined up. Can't really see much of what you're doing, dude. I'm worrying.
Once everything.
Wait, what? Oh, you skipped putting on the screws. Where does this thing go? Goes there, doesn't it?
If you need any tools, there are links in the description. Here is still attached to the main board.
Okay, yeah, it does go there. Wait, how do you put it back on? You don't even show how you put it back on. What the frick? It's Alrighty then. Anime tools. Can you? There we go. Put on some music. Actually, can we put on a man? YouTube, stop disappointing me.
Dick.
See, this is the kind of shit I hate with these fucking games. I don't need to sit there and pick choices and have some bad voice actor sit there. You're pathetic. Fuck off, dude.
Damn it.
I'm not buying that one.
Rich, stop being a moron.
Got another fake 50 gifted subs. Let me block these.
Okay, I know you don't like bad voice acting, but to be honest, you can. I mean, I haven't played that much of Oblivion, but I have played what's it called? Fallout 4. Fallout 4 has some interesting voice acting. I think Fallout 4's voice acting, I mean, some of them, it's fine. Like, some of the characters are pretty good, but even if you hated all of them, you could just, if you wanted to, you could just kill everyone. Ooh, Fallout 4 kind of forces you to talk to people. New Vegas, though, the only character you're forced to talk to has a decent voice. Maybe a little unenthusiastic. Maybe a little, like, you're a man.
Hello everyone, this is Matt from Real World Review, and today we're going to replace the screen on the Samsung A13 5G. This should be similar to the A13 I picked to remove that fingerprint scanner.
Okay. I remember needing a... Where does the black screw go?
can also do that for the bottom as well. Next,
I
you want to
don't
remove this little plastic
understand.
piece. I recommend starting at the bottom and then loosening up
You're a
the corners.
man.
Same thing with the top piece, starting with the top though, and then loosening up the sides.
A man
Once
with
we
a
have
dick.
those removed, we can unplug the battery and unplug the...
It goes under it, motherfucker.
Boom, done.
Well, at least Papa's Meat got a membership.
Another fake 50 gifted. So if you got it, enjoy on YouTube. These fake... It's funny, dude. We've had this problem, what, 2 years? That YouTube just doesn't give a shit. They never fix this problem. They're just going to leave it forever, I guess, because they're moronic.
I have everything.
He is right about that. That is something that is... It's embarrassing that it's even still a thing.
For the butt.
Okay, we already did this persuading,
All
we
right.
heard? We did, okay.
Technically, that kind of sucks.
Let's do
for the
business.
All right, I want potions.
creators, which he is not one of.
It's so weird hearing this music. I feel like someone super...
Oh, look, I need my headphones. I need my headphones.
Added something. Rich, play the Oblivion music.
I want potion of healing. And I want potion of...
Not born. So I'm sure one of his parents, if not both, are narcissists. He's talked about how like they were cheating on each other when he was a teenager, and
What the hell?
they would like put him in the middle of it and like make him as like collateral. So I think that he has some like subconscious resentment towards them. It's just like, oh, and then he was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, you know, my parents are dying, but where they live is boring. Like, what? It's like, dude. Like, that's, but again, you know, and on top of it too, if you go into his tism,
His tism.
he's very comfortable in that room, leaving his house 1 day a week, so combining it all together again. Yeah, and like the thing is, he admitted himself out of his own mouth. He only, like, I could see if he was like going out every day and experiencing Seattle and all the, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, like, he's not doing any of that. He goes to the grocery store with his wife once a fucking week.
I'm hard.
Techman771 donated $4 and
Yeah,
Seattle's
dude.
expensive.
Super chat.
It's insane.
Did you listen to Cousins by Ye? I can't believe what Kanye admits to.
Ooh.
Dude, he's so fucking far gone. Fucking black Nazi. The irony of that.
it's pretty warm in
I
Washington
gave
because
my
of the
cousin
sun, but when you're not in the
hair.
sun, it's
I gave
cool.
my cousin.
I'm glad I have my air conditioner on right.
Oh, I agree with you once. I'm not making any excuses for him, you know. It's just, he's Phil. He's fucked up.
now. Being asked. Is anyone going to help me?
He's also bricked
I
up.
need to know about...
Is anybody...
That's
and
on May
he's just
1st
like,
happened.
Hey, is anyone going to help me? Phil, you're the one playing the game.
Is the katana a long sword or a short sword?
Oh.
So I know if I want to start putting stuff into agility, the katana is actually considered a short sword. Well, son of a bitch. I didn't know
What?
that.
It's kind of
That
lame.
legit stinks.
Like, that's the thing is, like, Phil, go visit your parents for a couple days, dude. Spirit Airlines exists. You know what I mean?
No, he's too afraid of trolls.
It's not
They'll find them.
comfortable, but it's cheap.
Spirit Airlines.
You know, I also think too that he feels very safe in that room. His world is that house. He's like an indoor cat.
It's not a short sword or a long sword. I can't check gear. I'm stuck in this menu. I can't check anything.
So I kind of, where do I want to go? Eventually, I want to visit my parents' hometown in Mexico, but that's pretty far away. It's like $300, nah, $200 at least per ticket.
The screen and unplug this little charging port piece on the charging port board.
Oh, dude, I should go there with my lady friend. I wonder where her family came from.
Since we're changing just the screen only, we're gonna grab.
Oh, that's all the black screws. Alright.
The logic board, so you have to be.
Or excuse me, I'm using the shield and katana right now. The katana is considered a claymore, is that true?
What's a claymore?
It's a unique weapon, so then it doesn't level up at all?
Isn't that
I
kind
don't
of
know
sword?
if he day drinks. He might.
With agility or strength. How does that make sense?
I mean, the thing is, just because he's an alcoholic doesn't mean he has to sit there and be like, you know,
No, a
rolling
katana's not
around
a
on the
claymore.
fucking table. A burst.
Well, I give up. No one's gonna help me, so.
Yes, he gets
Skill
like
issue.
offended, like, oh, you guys don't care about me. I really think
Yeah.
it's some weird fucked up thing in his head with that.
Yeah,
No
that's
one's
a
gonna help me.
narcissist
No
thing.
one care. Okay,
Honestly, the way I've noticed that with the streamers I watch, why don't I have the? I've been doing this the whole time, and there we go. Gonna have this. Alright. You know what? I gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin head. No, not you. Gotta put you right there. Kinda hard to see with those squares in the way. Alright. So, with Phil. What was I gonna say about Phil?
like, oh, you guys don't care about me. I really think it's some.
Oh, I remember. So I've noticed this because I've been watching other streamers other than Rich, And I've noticed that sometimes the streamers like playfully act as if they hate their chat. But when other streamers do it, it's funny. But when Phil does it, it's like because he's such a bad actor. Like he can't act to save his life, so it doesn't sound funny, it just sounds like annoying. It sounds crabby. The crabby old man. Men.
Weird.
Strength. Okay.
Maybe Dave is a lot like Phil.
We're
Dave,
almost
Phil's
to 50
dad.
journeyman, in which case my power attacks will.
Oh my god, his hair like going like moving in like 12 frames a second just triggers me. Like watch when he moves his head.
Apply a weakness to normal weapon to the opponent. That's cool. All right.
Oh, the music.
Did I hear like he's like, oh, I need a haircut, but my wife handles my haircut appointments. Phil, you can't call till you get your haircut appointment. Oh, dude, I have so many questions about. I am
Dude,
following
hire a
this man for
secretary.
at least a decade now,
Don't make your wife do
which
that.
probably says a lot about me.
Wait, what did you say?
I still
Fatty?
have so many questions, man, for at least a decade now, which probably says a lot about me. Oh, dude, I have so many questions about. I have been following this man for at least a decade now, which probably says a lot about me. I still have so many questions.
The next section of the Mysterium Xerxes is very difficult. I haven't deciphered the rest of the ritual yet. I hope you are making better progress.
Yep, we have the artifact. Why, I have the ceramic bowl in my inventory. Decaying taint? Ew.
The taint. The
Ew,
taint.
decaying taint. That's disgusting.
Big taints.
What? Decaying taint? Really? Did not see any decaying taint. Where do you see decaying taint? I canceled your Switch pre-order. Go fix your toilet.
Go fix your toilet.
That's look. I don't condone the fake memberships. It's not okay. It's not okay.
Frick you. Frick you.
Here's some more fake memberships for me to block.
And speaking of actual memberships, we're
Block?
over halfway there. Let's see if we can get to 60. If we get to 60, I will be doing a full 12 hours, and Jay has confirmed that he will be here for the full 12 hours
Took that.
on May 1st. So that puts on an extra 4 hours from what the stream that we were going to do. Also, too, it gives you access to the members only.
A bunch today, so I'm blocking them all. Okay. Here you go, Flawless Ruby. Let's haggle. Oh, you can't. You can't haggle when you're selling.
You got a great deal there. You drive a hard bargain.
Little nuggets.
That's a...
I don't know why I have a guide to Caden Hall. What is an illuminate tome? I don't know. Sell it.
A good price for a good
I don't know what it
customer.
is. Drain fatigue on target. Drain health on
Yeah, like even when he moves his hand, it moves at like 3 frames a second.
target. Everyone, Darkside Phil here. The only
Ugh. Alright, let's...
Dead air. Dead air.
I have some other shit, but I don't know if I want to start anything right now. I don't want to watch Conspiracy Theory. Let me see what I have in the playlist. Where's watch later? I know I put some new stuff in there.
And I was
No, not that. Here, we can watch this.
You guys see that we
Autism O Gaming. You might want to change that name. I'm just saying, so people might find that offensive. Even if you.
This is fascinating. No, not Thorpe's tonight. I can't see. We could watch JCS. That's another one though. Not this evening.
Actually are autistic, that could be seen as offensive. I'm just throwing that out there. And by the way, I'm going to say this outright. There's absolutely
That haircut is
nothing wrong with people who are artistic. I know.
Freaking Mike.
Many people who are autistic.
He pronounced it artistic, unironically. That is funny. You're a funny man.
All right, and they're perfectly normal.
he looks like he just dude, he looks hungover. He looks hungover right there. Yes, Jay and I, starting at noon on Thursday, that was a powerful fart. We are going to be having a May 1st burst celebration.
Yes.
Normal,
Yes.
fine, good, positive people. There's nothing wrong with this at all.
Dude. Oh, that's gonna be insane. So this thing, I don't know what's it called? Chayote. Chayote. Merliton or Choco. Southern Mexico, Honduras. So something about me, when I pronounce certain words in Spanish, like Honduras, for example, I say Honduras like a normal person and not Honduras, even though I'm Mexican. It doesn't matter. And I don't like people who do that.
Like,
Oh, you know
yes,
what?
I'm autistic.
Actually, I'm kind of being a douchebag, because I've done that before. Like, I've said Spanish words in my accent. Whatever.
Autistic, of course. You didn't know? You can't tell?
Wait, what? Weren't we watching the freaking? Weren't we? Where's it?
I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
Yeah, tonight was a members only stream. The Lego stream needed because
Rich, shut up. I want to listen. I want to listen to Gold.
toxic open SoundForge. What are you doing?
What is this?
Matt, I'm hard.
He's like reaching Chris Chan levels of lore.
I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money.
Yeah, tonight was a members only stream. The Lego streams hit different. It's a smaller audience. I'm actually glad though, because it's tougher for me to pay attention to the chat. And it's like, it's more laid back. People want to come here and just, I'm going to say the word, chill. Oh, God. And you just kind of watch a middle-aged fat man put Legos together awkwardly. No, he doesn't have a Chris Chan house. I'm positive of that.
Really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
Yeah, that one piece I kept fucking.
And works with autistic people.
Oh shit, she's a psychiatrist. I kind of downplayed her expertise.
Oh,
Fuck.
what?
And also being
An actual psychiatrist analyzing film.
Autistic. I know many people who are autistic. All right, and they're perfectly normal.
He looks like he just, dude. He looks hungover. He looks. Jay and I, we are
Positive people.
Come on, guys. No one make fun of Phil for being autistic. That's not needed.
There's absolutely
that haircut is
nothing wrong with people who are autistic. I know many people
What's
who are
wrong with his
autistic.
haircut?
All right, and they're
Is it because he's balding?
looks like he just, dude. He looks. Stay.
Yes, if I'm autistic, of course. You didn't.
Logan here. I just wanted to. Editor Logan here. I just wanted to give you all some context before the video gets started. This is from a conversation I had a little while ago with a detractor known as Who's Poppin' and his wife Anna. Anna is a psychiatrist.
There's like wives in
who treats people on the autism spectrum as she is on the autism spectrum herself. And Who's Poppin' has his own experience as a mental health nurse. I can't thank them enough for giving me the time to talk with them and provide insight into DSP and autism. Here is the first video in the series. Hope you all enjoy it. Here we go.
I just want to sort of broach the subject of neurodiverse people being drawn to neurodiverse streamers.
Okay.
So if you think about, like, you know,
well, yeah. Look at his audience, man. Like, I mean,
wait. So, I mean, it's not that his audience is like autistic. It's that they don't know how to recognize toxic behavior. I think that's the issue with his audience. How can I clean this? Because there was a screw in here. Yeah, I should clean that before putting it back on, because yeah. I'll be back. Just a minute. Look at that cat go. Look at him go. What the freak? What the freak?
they're the ones that watch him unironically. Like they're like,
That
wow,
face.
Phil's just like me. Like they probably look at him as like a hero. Like, wow, he's autistic just like me, and he has a wife and stuff. Whoa.
That face.
You're not gonna go and watch a stream
Whoa.
about a football game if you don't like football. So I think the premise of it about a football game.
Stuff. Whoa.
You're not gonna go and watch a stream about a football game if you don't like football. So I think you go to watch a stream maybe 90% of the time for the streamer. The game is mostly irrelevant unless it's a day one release.
Correct.
And I just want to talk about like Phil's genuine fans, you know, personally, and I've got a little bit of evidence to support this for maybe one of the future videos I'm thinking about making. But I think a lot of Phil's true genuine fans are like Phil. They're on the autistic spectrum, or there are other neurodivergent issues going on. And do you want to talk a little bit about?
Yeah, so if I come on that, so, you know, I can sort of speak on that from two perspectives. You know, one as being a psychiatrist who kind of diagnoses autism and works with autistic people.
Oh shit, she's a psychiatrist. I kind of downplay her expertise. Fuck.
And also being autistic myself. And I think big part of being autistic, it's sort of finding yourself quite isolated in that general, you know, community of neurotypicals.
Yep.
When you often feel, you know, like you don't belong and you are very different.
Neurotypical, not displaying or kept by autistic or other neuroatypical patterns or thought of a behavior.
You may
Dude, Phil should do a stream with Dr. K. Oh, that I would love to see that one day.
may not necessarily understand.
Neurotypical individuals often assume that their experience of the world is either the only one or the only correct one. Well,
I mean, hey, what's up? I don't know if I'm autistic or not, but I kind of relate to that. No. No, sorry. I feel like I'm gonna screw myself because I didn't glue anything down. Oh, that reminds me. I can clean this.
Understand why that is if you are not diagnosed, you know, even if you have a diagnosis and you kind of can manage those interactions, it can still be, you know, quite difficult and tiring, you know, to be interacting with neurotypical. So I think autistic people are naturally drawn to each
oh, that's so Phil.
other because we are looking for our own tribe. You know, we often share similar strong interests, so we kind of congregate in.
Wait, so are there peoples? Are there ethnicities or nations that are mostly autistic? I'm just throwing stuff in the air.
Groups around that, but there is that genuine pull, you know, just towards other
What is going on with my audio?
autistics.
It
The
lasts
way we
only a few
communicate,
seconds.
you know, is specific to autistic people, so we tend to get on better with each other. You know, we speak about things that other autistic people like to listen to. So, you know, I think it just makes perfect sense. You know, as an autistic person, you will seek out streams that are made by autistic people. And the other bit to it is, you know, how much time many autistic
I guess he was on the Discord call and
people
that.
spend online. You know, there is something about online communication and, you know, kind of using those various ways and platforms that the internet offers that just suits our communication styles so much better than, you know, the kind of face-to-face real world interaction.
Another thing with Phil.
What did I say to you last time, Logan, when I rang in? I said, Phil.
The guy will spend $100 on DoorDash instead of going out and getting it because he doesn't want to go outside.
Philip is exactly where Philip wants to be.
You know, and let me tell you, I love it. Like, I love my life. Again, I want to reiterate because I know today is kind of a bitch fest when it comes to OBS. This definitely was the OBS bitch fest today. But I want you guys to understand that I really like my life. This is the best life I've ever lived right now. It's funny, I'm 40 years old, and so many people hit a million.
You always complain though. Like even back then, you always complained about everything. That was probably just a beg, but still. I don't think people who are like that are happy, ever.
Life crisis when they hit 40. And I'm the opposite.
Is that? I see a little sweat. I see a little sweat there. It might be hot that day. Phil is hot.
I'm enjoying life more today than I was before, ever. And I mean that, but the days when I was single, the days when I was traveling, going to conventions and shit, all that time, it was frivolous. Then I was traveling for Street Fighter. Now I feel like I have a meaningful life. I loved it. To me, I love my life. I'm absolutely loving my life, and I say that I can say this to all of you out there, the 500.
That background is autism.
People watching live, the people who be watching this on demand after, even those people who want to make fun of me constantly, I have something I really want to tell you, and I mean this. Every day of my life is the best day of my life.
That's why I think that so many people out there are in pain.
Oh God.
And are hateful and hate others and think it's okay to step on others. I gotta step on others to get ahead. I gotta hurt others to get ahead. Because you're not happy. Because if you were happy, you wouldn't want to crush others. You wouldn't need to crush others. Because you would be okay. There's so many people out there who are...
I can't believe he has an image of a birthday banner.
Hurting, and no one gets it. Once you get it, you don't need to do that anymore. You don't need to be upset about every little idiot who says something about you. Every little moron who pokes it.
Yeah, so Phil is literally is the head of his autistic tribe.
You.
What's up, dude, Mama? I see you.
Hyper focus on the negative. You can just be positive about the good things in your life.
He's in the office 10 hours a day. He's got 3 cameras. He doesn't have to speak to anybody. He doesn't have to try and read somebody's body language. He doesn't have to.
Yeah. The saddest lies is the ones, and that is he believes that lie that he's happy. And then he, what was he just yelling about? Because Luna, who he was calling, like, Luna's in my chat, and if she's real, she's real. She's not, she's not. But Luna is not a troll. And he was like, if you don't like my ideas, come up with one. Phil, it's not their job to come up with one. But a normal person would get that. Phil, because his brain works different, he doesn't get it. So it's so interesting. Like, damn, this video is fascinating. Because hearing a psychiatrist say things that we knew is like kind of mind-blowing about him. Like, and not like with, to him, everything he's doing is normal. You know, we're all the fucking idiots. We're all the and he genuinely believes that, you know?
Get any feedback off anything he's saying, he just says
may
it
have,
in his office.
Well,
and I think...
I don't know if he faked it. I think he was... Dude, I think the tears are real because he was fucking hammered.
That's why Philip is exactly where Philip is in life. He wants to be there because he's autistic.
You know, in many ways, it sounds to me like a dream job. You know, you are just kind of
Right.
working from your home office that you have set up, you know, the way you want. You talk about things that are your special interests and passions all day long. You know, that kind of, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the concept of info dumping. You
Yes.
know, it's kind of how we describe it in an autistic community when you have those long.
And what does he do? Think about going back to that comedy aside when he was sitting there with the fire alarm going off in his old condo complex. What was he doing? Just dumping all this information about, like, Phil just, I mean, he's also fucking lazy. Let's just keep, but even beyond that, like, he was just sitting there explaining, like, his broken fire alarm system in his condo complex, and, like, but, you know, again, in his mind, he feels that people needs to know that. He thinks that's normal.
Matt, I'm hard.
Quasar Blade donated $5 through Super Chat. You don't read chat, so it's Super Chat with my cheapest listen. Do a video review tomorrow on Titanfall 3 being canceled due to EA laying off workers.
Maybe the video, I don't want to put multiple videos up a day. Maybe I'll talk about it the day after. I want to talk about Switch 2 and physical games tomorrow. That's what the video is. I'm going to do the video, but that's what it's going to be.
Monologues of things that you really feel passionate about that tends to drive neurotypical people around the bend because you just
I
keep
absolutely do. I just talking to people in the regular chat. I just don't see everybody, dude. You know what I mean?
going on and on and on about something and can't always pick up on cues that they're bored with it. But, you know, when you have an autistic audience, great, because, you know, they often understand the info dumping and will, you know, allow that of each other. If somebody's info dumping on the subject I'm interested in.
What was he doing with PPP? Lies or not, what he was talking to him about. What was he doing with PPP? I mean, look, the one thing I'll say with the key card games is at least they found a way to make digital distribution something tradable. And with a console that's portable like that, I'm never going to buy a physical game anyway. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the third party, most of the games, I think Cyberpunk 2077 is actually going to be on the cartridge. But yeah, they're just going to be key cards. What did they say? What is... I can look it up now. It's part of my notes for the video, which I tried to record last night, but the audio was fucked up. Where is it? Let me find it now. You're getting a taste of my order. Or taste of my order.
Taste of my order.
You're getting a taste of my odor.
Taste of my order.
Spending on physical game discs in the U.S. has decreased by over 85%. But just include all physical games with that. From its peak in 2008. 85%. You know, and I don't want to see physical media go away. I hate it that it's going away. But if there's no money in it, you know, it costs money for publishers to get those discs printed and get them in stores. And if they're doing it and only 15% of people are buying what they were buying back in, if 85% less people are buying physical copies compared to 2008, the fuck is the point for them?
I can just spend hours, listening to that because that's fantastic.
Oh god.
But just the process of
Yeah, and like if you say you want to sell that key card, that's it. Like, so even if you downloaded the game, you have to put the card in each time. So yeah, it's like physical media,
of sharing information about something, autistic people feel passionate about is really enjoyable. So, it sounds like an excellent way to spend 10 hours, without maybe, feeling tired or bored of it at all.
Yes.
It doesn't sound like the sort of job that you are being like, clock watching and thinking like, oh my God, when I can go home? More something that comes naturally.
Right. I will say that it really is a sort of dream job, especially for someone like Phil. And I think what you just mentioned about the concept of info dumping, I don't know how much of Phil's streams or content you've seen, but his content is mostly him info dumping about something that he wants to talk about.
I hope you're doing better than me yet again. Yet again.
That's all he does is info dumping. That is all the man does. Is info dumping. Like, so you look at all this and hearing what she's talking about of all the signs.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, I have a story to tell you about
Man, that hair is high.
last night.
What was he doing, like I say before, the PPP, info dumping? What was he doing? We was talking about his fire alarm, info dumping. I love the throat clears.
So I can understand why people with autism do sort of migrate towards him. And what you mentioned a little earlier about the internet being a great place for people on the spectrum is because you really can go down these rabbit holes and you can find people who are very specifically into the things you are into, which is great for folks with autism, because even in my limited experience compared to the two of you, I find that a lot of autistic individuals do tend to hyperfixate on something, whether it is a cultural phenomenon. Like a lot of autistic people I've known are into Star Wars and or Star Trek a lot. A lot of times people will just pick a thing or pick a topic and get really into it. And I see that in Phil, and I see that in a lot of Phil's viewers, to be honest.
Genuine ones.
Yes, absolutely.
Is this in Manhattan? I think so.
Because sometimes the amount of LARPing that goes on, it's very difficult to cut through the bullshit and actually see what's going on. It's just something I've noticed anyway.
Now, I wanted to ask sort of a follow-up question about the phenomenon of info dumping, because really the experiences I have with autistic folks is that I spent a few years as a non-teaching staff member at a summer school for people with ASD. So in a working capacity, I sort of had a non-technical viewpoint, and also obviously friends and family members on the spectrum.
Your fascination with trains made you become...
Would either of you...
Because of your being on the spectrum. That's interesting. Hey, man,
say
worked
that,
out getting a career.
that info dumping can be a source of comfort for people on the spectrum?
Absolutely. It kind of almost merges with, one of the forms of stimming. It can be really pleasurable, really self-soothing. So it can kind of serve different purposes depending who you are kind of info dumping on. But I think that kind of info dumping into a void almost that is happening with Phil, because he isn't speaking to specific people. He's having this stream that is going.
So thank you for confirming my bias, honestly, because I have always thought of Phil's propensity for looping and info dumping to be a coping mechanism. As a result, of autism, because if you watch a lot of his streams, he
this is so crazy.
will talk about the same things over and over and over again. We call them therapy
like Rich.
sessions, but it is as though he's trying to comfort himself. That is very obvious to me with Phil.
Well, everyone, this is the Daily Wrap for Wednesday, the 23rd, 2020.
Yep, here he is. He's going to talk about the Switch 2.
I actually already filmed the Daily Wrap, and it was a really positive, great one.
No,
and now I
that's
have to
not ranting
film this
about
an hour
trains.
later at 11:16 p.m. to tell you how messed up my situation is when people say things about how Phil over-exaggerates and Phil constantly is just talking out of his butt. So here's what happened today. At
I mean, I know I do that.
8:55 p.m., I attempted to get the Switch 2. I was going between multiple different websites, including Best Buy, Walmart, Target, and more. Couldn't get it from anywhere but Walmart. Added 2 to cart. Actually checked out both the Mario Kart bundle and this regular Switch 2. Regular Switch 2 is coming June 5th on release day. The other one is coming June 8th. Great. Checked out, paid, good to go.
All right,
Finishing
we
up
heard
my
this
work
before.
because
Am
of
I
an
missing
error
a
on
screw?
someone socially engineered Switch 2 failed. Negative. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, my trolls, my detractors, my stalkers, mentally challenged, ill people, criminals, whatever you want to call them, have once again broken the law
Criminals.
and committed identity fraud against me. Yes, because last night,
Kane gifted 5 memberships. Hail Mary pass now at the 10 in the next 10 minutes. We hit the goal. We are fairly close. Appreciate you. That's going to be 5 times a man's going to moan. What the fuck? What am I doing? That Lego set cooked my fucking brain. Thank you, Kane.
live on stream, I was able to
Oh,
get
it's a no.
Switch.
It's a. Oh yeah. Kane. Oh shit. There's gonna be a lot of moaning. 49. 49. 11 to go. Holy fuck.
What?
He wants to see a bunch of men on May 1st.
Oh,
Switch 2 pre-ordered. And then they went in
That is
and through
a lot.
social engineering
Holy
canceled my orders. I'm going to explain the entire thing to you on today's show, and I'm going to tell you how we're going to proceed moving forward. So, the real story, not their 5,000 conspiracies that they all came up with overnight.
Kane's not playing. Let's just let the moaning. Let's just go. This music fits perfectly. The moaning. Oh, my explosion of satisfaction. And I did not pull a Phil. I said midnight before any of this. I wasn't like, all right, I'm gonna wait for Kane. That's this music. Oh my god. Oh, 1's 2 cents. We're at 56. Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know how did From Software think that was a good sound for when you like. Oh, make sure hit me with your sword. Hit me with your sword. I might come. What do we have? I don't even know. There's too much.
Wait, is that an actual video?
Are we at 56 or 55? I think 55. 5 to go with 8 minutes left. May 1st. Fuck. We did it. J Top Bunk, no. Listen, we hit the goal. I lowered it to 60 members because I forgot it was a members-only stream, so I'm not going to have the same audience there. So we hit it. We're doing a 12-hour stream. I just got 65 members. Thank you, Radical Prime, Kane, 1 2 cents, Kane again. Thank you, everybody. So we're doing it. Let's go. Rest up today or tomorrow. Sleep naked on the top bunk. Your name is J Top Bunk in my phone for contacts. Send me nudes and spread your ass. Oh my God. Listen. And let it be known, I did not pull a Phil. I did not do a wait up. I said midnight. Because I just was like, man, that last part of the Lego build, because I'm retarded, was painful. If you are more than welcome to clip it and show how much of an asshole I am. Because it was a fucking... I mean, the thing looks amazing, though. I can't get over how gorgeous that thing
It
is.
doesn't vibrate. At least it turns on. At least it turns like.
Oh.
Robust urban garlic flavor.
Tower Dragon. We're now at 70. We may hit the original fucking goal. Listen, I'm gonna be like Phil was last night, the night before, and just leave like my stream looping with extra time. I knew he was doing it for that reason. Other people confirmed it. He literally left the stream on with him not there, hoping he would get more money.
Okay.
Still, listen, put a stuffed flatbread in my ass. I'm guessing midnight. We're at 70.
Listen.
Holy shit.
I don't know, suck me.
It's gonna be a May 1st.
Matt, I'm hard.
He said I'm doing you. I'll be ready.
99 cents through Super Chat.
J Top Bunk
Hey,
has
Rich,
confirmed
what
he's
did
in.
you have for dinner tonight?
Ass.
Also, how late is this stream?
I don't
going?
have dinner yet.
I'm just tuning in.
Listen,
Stuffed
have dinner.
flatbread. Stuffed flatbread emoji.
Listen, stuff my flatbread. Hey, that could be a code name for my ass. My ass is flat, so it's a flatbread.
That's like Peter.
Kate, you didn't have to do it, dude. I appreciate the fuck out of it, but you didn't have to do it. You know, like I said, I don't want to do. I don't do that shit where I would wait up for
What is
somebody.
wrong with my phone? Why does it keep doing that?
That's craziness. This is the, you know, but I appreciate it, man, genuinely. Thank you for the golden cucumber, glamorous frog. Very Queenie, how are you? Billy gifted 5 memberships. We're at 75. Now you're making me. Now I may pull a Phil. You're making me not want to leave because we're almost there. And the moaning is. I love it. Oh my God! This stream was an emotional journey. This stream was like. It's funny because it was going. I fall down a fucking hole. You remember that? Yeah, when he was drunk back in the day.
Rick,
Spherical
I'm ready to
man.
fall down in effing high. Hold on May 1st.
Listen, thank you for being a member for almost 2 years. That's when he was drunk back in the day. You know, the recovering alcoholic he is. Drinking moonshine. The Internet Versus guy streamed 5 days. Yeah, I don't want to be in the hospital. I like my sleep. I need my sleep.
I wonder what's
That's
the
crazy
longest
that people. If I was like, I could see me doing like a 24-hour stream. If I was like in my 20s.
Hey, I'm in my 20s.
I can't do that shit now. I can't do it. You know, it's just anyway. Let's go to the burst faced. I'll move me over so you can get a better look at a man. Burst on May 1st. Cast Jam gifted a membership, putting us at 76. Thank you.
I have Castlevania.
Oh. J-Dub, who is that guy's Philippe, right? Yo, he's funny as fuck. Richard J, 12-hour burst off May 1st. Let's go. Oh my god. Listen, yeah, I'm just gonna go to bed and just leave this and just leave Phil up right. All right, guys, I'm out. See you later. With this music too. Why does it work so well? Why does it work so well? It makes no sense. It shouldn't. I actually made this. Shout out to Lachero for this thing of Phil running in his neighborhood. But then I added, because a lot of people wanted to hear the "Suck Your Nipple" song again, and I'm not risking playing it here. So I had that with it, and I just put this clip up.
I thought I said touch your nipple.
On this episode of Autistic Man Running Down His Street, Philip burst May 1st.
I'm sweating.
No, I'm not doing. I don't do that shit, man. No, that goes. No, that is. I will not do shit like that. I remember I did it as a joke when I got the new set. Remember I had something spinning fart spam? Yes, you could get some fucking fart spam.
Oh, yeah. Good points. Oh.
What did Mari say? Oh, that's so good. I love that. Like, dude, the Castlevania 4 soundtrack is amazing. That song is like weird. You know, it kind of doesn't fit the whole Castlevania thing, but at the same time, it's still a banger though.
Still need the password for
The
this.
Super Castlevania 4 soundtrack is phenomenal. Phenomenal. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Tremendous.
It is that time. I appreciate all of this. Has been one hell of a stream. Again, shout out to Toyota Tacoma Wept for sending out that Lego set. It came out absolutely amazing. It's my favorite one yet. And it was fun to do. Got a little frustrating towards the end because I was an idiot, but it's really fun to do, and it looks beautiful. So
You're beautiful.
I'm thinking Friday, because I have a video up tomorrow. Probably going to want to let it breathe. Friday, I will
Breathe
do
on me.
the World of Warcraft stream. I owe Comic Book Chat. Check the email I sent you. I will. Because I
He
definitely
won't
owe
notice.
him that. So
He won't read
we'll do
that.
that one. And prepare for a 12-hour stream of men this upcoming May 1st. It's going to be a banger, and look forward to a video tomorrow. Now what I think I'm going to do to get these ready for my ASMR video is figure out Onion OS. Got to watch some
Onion
videos. I'm going
OS.
to watch Retro Game Core right now. Have a good one, guys. Appreciate all of you. Have a good Wednesday. If I don't, you're going to see a video from me, but chances are I probably won't stream tomorrow. Ignore Lost
Let's
in Gaming
freaking
Team. I will
go.
ignore it too. Oh man.
Nice.
Okay, I'll look into that later. I got to work on some other stuff now. Have a good night, everybody. You are all fucking awesome.
That's my
I will talk to you
sister.
real soon. I got to do some other
She's
work on
pretty.
shit. I will see you real soon. Love you all.
What the? That was weird. Yes. Yes. Where's my applause? The hell? Okay. I feel like I might keep this just in case, cause I'm new with this. Está en vivo. Está en vivo. Ya. No, yo estoy solo. Ya lo terminé.
Ya es tuyo.
Gracias.
¿Te lo quedas? Ok. Hijo, saca tus trastes y ya duérmete. No sé si vayas a hacer tareas.
Sí,
no sé,
sí.
pero no te desveles.
Oh crap, do I have anything to do today? The face. Today was a good day. That is weird. It does that when I put it down. Alright, super. Protector, I hardly know him. Hello. Where's the screen protector? The Hulk? The Hulk? We are not done yet. Needs this. Screen protector accessories. Oh, it needs this stuff to clean it. I will throw this stuff away, I promise. Why is this dry? Oh, it's the microfiber thing you use to clean it with. How do, who are those people who are really good at applying screen protectors? That sticker. Is anyone up? Wait, how big is it? Whoa, it's so slippery. Oh, what was that? Interesting, there's a Miss Full call in here. Massive mod me, then unmod me, then unmod me, then mod me again, then unmod me again.
And then we gotta fix this bit right here, which I'm not really sure what's wrong with it. Oh, I see.
There we go.
Classic, gigantic.
Not sure if
edge
it's
thingy.
perfect or not.
First, if I do that,
Let's see.
there are two edges here now. No, that fixed it. I think the other side has
Edge
the same
alone
trouble.
remaining. Nice edges.
Looks good. Merge those two edges together. What else? There's tons of issues all over the place. But, oh god, what the fuck is that? I merged some doorway I shouldn't
Sorry,
have,
you know
I
what?
think.
It's not working.
Section 4, center doorway, cap scale. Scale -1.
I genuinely don't know where this is supposed to go. I'll have to go look at old versions. This is City 4, Section Center, Cap Door 5. I'm gonna like an old version. Flood music! Okay, well this all got...
Come on.
fixed, so that's good. No, it didn't get
Almost
fixed yet. We can import. It did?
Start
Sort
the
of.
frick
It didn't.
on. I don't have time for you.
I must have not exported the right version. Alright, we go again. No room for error mentioned? Yeah.
Oh god.
In this place
it's
we
not
have
perfect.
no room for error. Infinite didn't even have a scarab. Dude, Infinite's a giant open world. The scarab battles would have been peak, dude. I know they ran out of time and like the campaign was on ultra omega crunch and they had to crunch it down to a single biome, but like
yeah.
It would have been so perfect, dude. What's better than an open world boss fight, man? Like, come on.
No,
Also, I need to get the shaders real quick. We don't want objects. We're doing levels, solo, Ore City,
This isn't
shaders.
food.
We want glass
Relax.
wall. Right now, it's set as a glass material mode. And it has a specular mask.
Like this.
But the transparency is something that seems pretty important.
God damn it.
Yo, Adam, thank you for the 2! Appreciate it. Thank you. Said, I've never played Halo Wars 2, and watching gameplay yesterday when I laid eyes on the Kodiak, it got me thinking, could you make a Halo 3 redesign using an elephant as a base? The Kodiak? Not really. That's something you would want to have a model of from scratch. I can see what you mean by the similarities of how the Kodiak looks, but no, you definitely want some kind of like from scratch thing, I think. Okay, as far as glass goes, we need a better version of this texture, straight up. Citadel Glass A is not cutting it. Oh. Like Citadel Glass A looks good, but also... I think we could do better than that. Or at least make a modified version of it. Screenshotting. This is totally not a bad way to get textures. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Did you know? Did you know we are being watched by the Council of Arbiters? Yeah, I knew that. Everybody knows that. Duh. Wait, why is this double-sided, actually? This should not be double-sided. I need to tweak this material a bit. Hang on. Data, levels, solo, and way more see-through. Like, way more. So, I need to make it...
This barely fits on.
Completely see-through, it would be ideal. This is going to be Citus, merge these layers, copy that.
I gotta return this. This is pretty crap. What is happening with the notifications?
Tools, bitmaps, objects, levels, solo, city, maps. And then we take this
What the heck?
this material. There's a lot of textures in here. What the fuck? I'm confused. Wait, what?
Hmm. Okay, I think I'm just under here. Yeah,
Sorry, I just noticed something.
I don't freaking care. I fixed my first phone, damn it. Hell yeah.